So it's now Thursday. I started here Monday with a simple fix, simple replacement of this backflow preventer. That's when all my problems started. What happened was, if you don't, there is a part 1 of this video, check it out. It's basically a how-to on how to diagnose irrigation valve problems. Like a valve won't shut is primarily the biggest problem. So anyway, the other day, in the first video, I cleaned these valves out and ultimately dug up and replaced the one on the left. It's a Hunter valve. The one on the right is a Rainbird valve. Then that didn't work, so I came over here and I cleaned these two valves out. And originally I talked to the guy that installed this job, and he told me that he was quite certain that these 4 valves, one of these 4 valves was the valves in question. So this morning I cleaned all these valves out, took all the screws out, checked the diaphragm, cleaned them up. I didn't see anything, any obstruction in the valve bodies. So I put them back together, turned the water main on, which is down here. In this box. And the zone was still on. So then I came up here and I opened the bleeder valve to try and isolate what zones these ran. And I figured out that this valve on the right ran these MP rotor zones that run along this foundation, and that this valve that I replaced ran the misters along Main Street, and that this valve on the right ran, I have it written down, this valve on the left ran these rotors to this turf zone. So then I'm like, okay, there's only 4 valves here, they're all accounted for, I'm working in the wrong area. So the irrigation guy who built this system, who doesn't live in this town, told me there's 2 other valves, 3 other valves down here at the bottom of these steps. This is the zone that always ran. It runs kind of around the back side of the property. This own little flower box here has seen so much water this week, it probably won't need water for a week. Anyway, these valves over here, I'm assuming that these 2 valves would be turf zones. That's how I do it. So this was the only valve left. And I just cleaned it out. I put it back together. And the water in this zone right here wasn't running, which is the first. And then I turned it on at the clock, which is the danger zone. And then I turned it off, and lo and behold, it went off. So problem solved. Now I can feel comfortable running the system. Now I can feel comfortable giving them a bill. I think I'm going to come back next week and there's a couple heads over here on the end of this parking lot that water these 2 maple trees behind that white truck or white Jeep, and they never get there. The guy who built this put misters along here, which is fine. The problem is he put them in the mulch line by these, next to these rocks. So when these grasses get bigger, nothing out here gets any water. You can see the condition of the turf. I wouldn't even call it turf. There's a valve box there. So at some point I want to take, I think there's a head there. I think there's a head. There's probably a head every 8 or 9 feet. That's how I do it. And I just want to bring them to the edge of this mulch line to water these 2 trees, because I don't think these 2 trees are going to take another year of drought. So that's kind of my plan. Next week, tomorrow's my birthday. I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna go play golf and have fun. I always seem to be working. So this job here is a tricky job. Valve jobs are always tricky. It's just a series of process of elimination. It helps if you know what valves run what station or zone. But if you don't have that information, it's just a series of go to this zone, take the solenoid apart, check it, clean it, put it back together carefully, go to the, turn the water on, see if it fixed the problem. No, go to the next valve. So anyway, I just wanted to do a follow-up video on this. This job is solved now. I'm so thankful. And we'll see you on the next one. Go ahead and hit the like button. Drop me a comment in the comments if you have a comment or suggestion or question. I'm certainly not a know everything, but I've been doing this for a long time. And I've figured out a lot of things the hard way. And I have no qualm sharing it with any of you to help you out, to make your life easier. A lot of this irrigation stuff, do-it-yourselfers, it's simple once you understand it, just like anything in life. But it's not that difficult. And irrigation guys, they're not cheap like anybody else. So if I can save you some money along the way, that'd be great. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button so you don't miss any content. It really helps out this channel. Thank you so much and have a great day.